Hey guys, CYBERGOD here, and today we are going to talk about the reason why I believe Garp still works for the world government. Now, a lot of people question this. Why would a man like Garp, someone who clearly hates the Celestial Dragon, chooses to work under them? Well, the reason might be simpler and much more realistic than you may think. You see, from Garp's point of view, that really isn't a better option. Remember, for him, this isn't some anime or manga, but real life, so we have to look at it from a realistic point of view. And from that realistic lens, sure, the world government is still corrupt, unfair, and sometimes downright evil. But without the world government and the marines, the world would be completely overrun by pirates, and that, in Garp's eyes, wouldn't be any better. Man, I wanted to say worse, but I can't. Fuck you, Emu. Remember, it's Luffy's crew that's different. They are kind, noble, and fight for freedom. But most pirates in the world, they are all robbers and murderers. Even Rogers and Whitebeard, two of the most beloved characters in the series, were still pirates. We have literally seen them trying to rob and kill people. And the only reason Whitebeard got mad at Blackbeard wasn't because he killed an innocent. It was because Blackbeard murdered a crewmate. Even pirates like Whitebeard don't care who his men kill, as long as it's not one of their own. That's the kind of world Garp lives in. Now, let's just imagine, what if Garp quit being a marine and became a pirate or a revolutionary? Would that really change anything? Maybe his presence in these groups would make these groups a good bit stronger. But apart from that, not much would change. As a group, they would still be significantly weaker than the world government forces, meaning the Celestial Dragons would still wreak havoc on the world. Sure, Garp might stop a few of them here and there, but he can't be everywhere at once. And without him in the Marines, the pirates will likely get far more opportunities to do whatever they want. And that's why I believe Garp chooses to stay, because at the very least, his presence reduces the pirate threat. But here's the thing, Garp doesn't want things to stay the same either, and that's where Sword comes in. Think about it. The biggest problem with the world government isn't the Marines or the Union of Nations, it is the Celestial Dragons. As long as they are in power, corruption will never truly go away. But if the Celestial Dragons were to be cut out of the system, then 90% of the world's problems with the world government will be solved. The rest is just regular corruption, and honestly, no one can fix that. At least not completely. And that's why SWORD exists in my opinion. A marine unit that operates outside the control of both the world government and the Celestial Dragons. In a way, SWORD is like a revolution from the inside. A quiet rebellion within the Marines themselves. Or at least that's what I believe. And there's one more thing that I think nobody talks about, and that's Garp's stance on the revolutionaries, which is he doesn't have one. Or at the very least, we have never seen him support, hate, or even interact with anything revolutionary. Heck, the only time the word revolutionary came up even around him was when he told Luffy about his father, Dragon, the revolutionary leader. And that's interesting, because to me it sort of shows that Garp might quietly support Dragon's ideals. But he either doesn't see the revolutionaries as a big enough threat or effective enough movement to make him leave the Marines and join them. So, in conclusion, here's how I see it. Garp stays with the Marines because in his eyes, they are the lesser evil. The only force standing between the world and total chaos. But at the same time, he's not blindly loyal. He wants change, just not the kind that burns the world to the ground. And through SWORD, he's trying to rebuild it from the inside. And that's why Garp works for the world government. Not because he believes in it or something, but because it's the best option left for someone trying to protect the world. Anyway, that's my take on why Garp works for the world government. But what do you think? Do you agree that Garp's loyalty is more about responsibility than belief? Or do you think he's just waiting for the right time to rebel completely? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more such content. And with that, the video is over. See you on the next one and Alvida.